Hello, today I'm going to teach you how to make a 3D candy star. So, we usually use regular pony beads, but all I have on hand right now is mini pony beads. So, I'm going to use black, white, and one red. We need 36 black and 24 whites, one red. And not that long of a string, just about like half an arm's length. Depends on your arm's length, maybe so. We need 5 parts for this. I'm using different colors for each part. I've already made 4 parts. I'm gonna show you how to do one part, and then afterwards I'm gonna show you how to stitch it up. So we're going to take 4 of our black beads, which is our outline color. We're going to put them on the string. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then we're going to tie it off now that we have them on our string. So I do 1 granny knot, a surgeon's knot, which is looping the string through twice, I just bounce it so the knot becomes smaller, and then we do 1 more granny knot. Of course, you can just do 2 granny knots if you feel like it. I do have a Depop thing up for a candy star and 2 spike cuffs, which is a pair. So, if you want, you can go ahead and check that out. Anyways, I just cut off the short end. Now we should have 1 long end. We're going to take our string and loop it through this bead right here. The string is in my way. Wants to tie a knot? No. There we go. Oh, and it should be looking like this. A little cross. Alright. Yeah, it kind of blends in with my shirt, doesn't it? Anyways, we need 2 black, trying to get it out of my shirt range, and then we're gonna go through this black. Come on, this thing's being stubborn. There we go. So we were coming out of this bead, and now we're coming out of this bead. We were coming out of this bead, now we're coming out of this bead. We're going to grab 2 more beads, 2 more black beads actually. And then we're going to go through the next black bead. Which is this one. Wait, really? Okay. Okay. So we're coming out of this bead. We're going to go through this bead. Come on. There we go. Like that. So it looks like this. Hold on. Like this. Looks a bit weird right now. Then we're going to grab 2 more black beads, put them on our string. 1, 2, there we go. And then we're going to go through the next black bead, which is right here. pull it. Should be looking like this. Then 2 more black beads. And then we're going to go through this bead and up this bead. I loop it around my pinky and then I pull it and I just guide the string through. So through here. Come on. Through here and up through here. So we just went through this bead and this bead. Now we're going to grab 2 black beads. And then we're going to go through this bead. We're going to grab a white bead. And then we're going to go up through this bead right here. So right through there, leaving that white in that gap. Then we're gonna grab 2 black beads. 1, 2. Now that we're coming out of this bead, we're gonna go through this bead. Go through that bead, right through there, pull it, and the beads should stop on top of those 2. Then we're going to grab a white and do the same thing with like we did with the last one. We're going to go through the next black bead sticking up right there. Then grab 2 black beads. And then we're going to go, come on, over through this black bead. Should be looking like this. It starts warping after a while because of the herringbone. Oh, I didn't even explain that to you. So this stitch is called a herringbone that warps the square to make it into this little bent shape so it can bend into the point of a star. And then now we grab 2 black beads and we go through this part. This bead. Come on. We were coming out of this bead. Now we're coming out of this bead. So now I grab a white. And then, instead of hopping right up to here, we go through this bead and then this bead. So, and try not to let the bead and the string be stubborn. Okay, now the square is starting to warp. So we're gonna hold it. This is what it should look like. 2 beads on each side, 2 beads on each point, which is what we're supposed to do every time. And then 1 white bead in between each gap. So now we're gonna grab 2 black beads, string them on, go through this black bead right next to it. Then we're going to grab a white bead, go through this next white bead right there, grab a white bead, oh, come on, white bead, go through the next black bead right there. So we were coming out of this white bead, and now we're coming out of this black bead right up here. Now we're going to grab 2 black, and then we're going to go through this next black adjacent to it. Wait, I think adjacent means across. What the heck am I thinking? Anyways, beside this bead. So right here. Now we're going to grab a white bead. So we were coming out of this black bead and we went through this white bead. Now we're going to grab another white bead. Coming out of this white bead, we're going to go into this black bead. Sorry, I had to talk to my mom for a moment. Anyways, 2 black, go through this black, and then we're going to grab a white, coming out of this black, we're going to go into this white, grab a white, go from this white over to this black. Alright. Now we're coming out of this black. We're going to grab 2 black, string them on, 1, 2, oh, they fell, 1 black, 2 black, alright, we're going to go through this black right here. didn't mean to send that flying. So now we're coming out of this black bead right under this. And then we're going to grab a white bead. Go through this white bead. Just like the other times. Kind of get the gist of it. And then another white. And then go through. So instead of just going through this black, we're going to go both of these. Because we're stepping up to the new level. Sorry, I had to take a break for a moment. My mom was talking. Anyways, we're going to grab 2 black beads. String them on. But first I'm going to show you how it's supposed to look. So like this. Like that. Now we grab the 2 blacks. And we go into this next black, like always. Then we grab a white. And then we go through this white. We grab a white. And then we go through this white. Hold on. Should look like that. Then we're going to grab one last white for this row. And then we're going to go up through this black. Come on. No. There. Perfect. Now we're going to go through now we're going to grab 2 blacks. String them on. 1, 2. Then we're going to go through this black. Coming out of this one, we're going through this one. Then we're going to grab a white.
Oh, that call.
And then go through this white. Then grab a white. Go through this white. Sorry if I'm going too fast. Let me know in the comments if I am. Grab a white. Then go through this black. Come on. Here we go. Should look like the other side. Now 2 more blacks. So 2 blacks, strung them on, and we're going to go through this black, just like last time. Just like the other times. There we go. Looks like that. Grab a grab a white, which is our main color, and then we're going to go through this white. Remember, it goes black, white, 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 black, okay? looks like this. Grab a white. Go through this bead or this white. Same thing. Come on, no, wrong one, wrong space. So, through this white. Grab a white. And then go through this black. Grab the last two blacks. String them on. And then we go through this black right next to it. Grab one white, string it on, go through this white. So right there, we're coming out of this bead. We'll grab a white. And then we're going to go through this bead. Coming out of this one, going through this one. Now grab the last white bead. This should be your last white bead. And then, hold on. Anyways, I'm back. So, now that we're on the last white bead, we're going to go through this bead and this bead. So, through this bead, and then we're going to go through this bead. So, now it should look like this. And then we're going to grab our red bead, string it on, and then we're going to go right over to this black bead. Like that. Then, how I tie it off is I go through that bead. Under that bead, right there. Grab the two strings, pull it up. And then I'm going to pull it until the loop is small enough. Then I'm going to go through the loop, pull it. Make sure you're pulling the loop tight as well. Now I pull it. Then I'm going to do that 2 more times. I'll be right back. Now we've gotten all 5 pieces. So we're only going to have one of these points have all the accent color around, which is what I have on the Halloween one. So I have them all tied off with one accent bead on them except for the Halloween one. So we're going to go over to the Easter section. And then we're going to go through this black bead. This is how to stitch it up. Through this black bead. Wait, no, not that black bead. We're going to go through this black bead. And then we're gonna put this together. I'll be right back. Anyways, so my string, go down through I'll be right back. I figured out what to do, so I'm back. So I'm gonna string through this bottom black, this one right here, pull it, and then I'm gonna squish it together. We're gonna squish these two together, and then I'm gonna go down this yellow bead, and then we're gonna go down this black bead, down this yellow bead right here, and then, well, having a hard time keeping this on camera, aren't I? And then we're gonna go through this black bead, like that. This is still how to stitch it up. Then up this yellow bead, there we go. So right through that yellow bead, through this black bead, so through that black bead, now up through this white bead. Then through this black bead, I'll be right back. Anyways, now I'm gonna go through this white bead right here, through this black bead, through this yellow bead, through the first yellow bead. I don't know what I'm doing with my voice. But anyways. Then through this black bead, through this yellow bead, then through this black, through this yellow, make sure not to tangle your string or else it will screw up your whole dang cuff. Screw up the whole dang star. Anyways, then go down through this black bead, or up it, I don't care. I'm joking. Go through it. Okay. Then we're going to go through this white bead right here. And then I'm going to grab a pink bead. Go through the white bead next to it. Now it looks like that. Grab another pink bead. And then I'm going to grab pink beads and go all around this this part of the star. Sorry for the moment of silence. I have nothing else to say. I'll be right back when I'm done. Anyways, I'm back. I had to take a break for a little bit and I got distracted. And I started stitching up again. But I did go up here like a zigzag. And now I'm back down here just to secure it. So I'm going through this black right here, this yellow, come on, this thing's being stubborn, especially with no needle. Yep, there we go. Then we go through this black, and then these two, this white and this pink. And then we can go ahead and tie it off. Same thing as before for that black, white, and red one. Just go under through the loop. Just create a loop by going under and go through that loop and then tighten it. And then go through the loop. Should look like a little witch's hat. Now it should look like that. Halloween, Easter. Now you can go ahead and cut off this string. And then also this string that was with the Halloween one. Okay. Now we have this. We're going to attach two more. We're going to attach the rest, but first we're going to attach these two together. So, I'm going to It's fine. So, we're going to take the turn around. Hold on, I'm just trying to figure out how this will work. Yeah, let's just attach it onto this part, like I usually do. Okay. So now we're going to take the string and weave it just like we did with the other two. So we're going to go up through this pink. Which will pull this Christmas one up to Easter. Oh, I forgot to say that this is supposed to be like a holiday star. So, yeah. So, now I'm going to go through this green one. And then we're going to go through this pink. There. Sorry, that took me a moment. We're gonna go down this pink. Hope you can see that. Then down this green. Down this pink. Down this green. Down this pink. And then we go up through this red. Well, down through this red, basically. Down for you, up for me. And then we're gonna go through the tip, the pink one, the pink tip. And then we're gonna go down this red right here. And now we're gonna do the other side. We're gonna go through this pink. through this green. And then down this pink. Looks like this. Now we go through this green. Sorry. Sorry, my cat knocked over my phone. So now we're gonna go down through this green. And then through this pink. Then through this green. Then through this pink. Then down through this red. Anyways, sorry. Now we go through this red. And then we grab white. String it on. Just like we did with the pink, we're going to go all the way around with it. So I'll be right back when I'm done with that. Now, I'm done with putting the white all around. So we're going to go up through this red, which I already did. And then we're going to zigzag through. So, through that red, up, through the pink. So we went up through the pink. Now up through this green. This is just for security. Through this pink. It's giving me a struggle. Now through this green. So we just went through that green. Now we're going through this pink. Now down through this green. This is such a struggle without a needle. So I skipped to where I finished it. And now we're going down through this pink. So through that pink. Now we're going through this red and then that pink. Red. And then we're going down this red. And then down this pink, then this green. And then down this pink and this green. So pink, green, pink, pink, green. Anyways, now we go through this pink and this green. And then we go, oh, hold on. I skipped, I was still far, I wasn't even finished. And then through this pink, this red, no, through this pink, and then this red and white, yeah. And then you can go ahead and tie it off. I'll skip to the part where I start the next one. Sorry, my cat keeps pushing the thing my phone is perched up on. Anyways, we're on to the next one. I'm gonna do this New Year's one. So, I'm gonna take my string and go through this black right here. Hold on. I did not think of that right. Hold on, I'm just trying to figure this out. Okay, so like this. Alright. So we string through that black we just went through. So we go through that black. Then we go through that white. And then through this black. Right here. Then through this white. Go through this white. Come on. My dad's just calling somebody, don't worry. Then we're gonna go through this black. And this white. This black. Now this part's going to get a little bit confusing since the accent and the outline color is the same, so I'll just show you. So coming out of this black, we're going to go through this black right here. Like that. And coming out of this black, we're going to go through this black. Coming out of this black, we're going to go into this black. And then coming out of this black, we're going to go into this black. And now we go to this white. Come on, there we go. And then this black. Through this white. And then through this black. This white. Slide right out. Then through this white right here. I don't know if I already told you that. Then back to the confusing part just shortly. So just through this black. And then through this black. And then just like we did with the white and the pink, we're going to take red and go all around. I'll be right back when I'm done. Okay, so I've tied that part off, and now it looks like this. This is the final part, and we're going to stitch it on. So I'm going to take our string, and I'm going to start over here. We're going to go up this way. Okay, got it situated. So now we're going to go up this yellow right here. Now we're going to go up this white. Then up this yellow. And then yellow. Up this white. Ugh. I can't speak for some reason. Then through this yellow. And then through this white. Through this orange. Sorry, our neighbors are doing something next door. Then through this white. Down this orange. And then we go down this white. Through this yellow. Through this white. Then we're gonna go through this yellow. Through this white. There we go. Through this yellow. Then down this this white. Then through this orange. takes a while. Sorry, my cat is bothering the box that my phone is perched up on.
Good dog. Good dog.
Anyways, we go up through this orange. That's my dad trying to get the cat's attention. Then we grab one red and go through this orange. And that's the only bead we add on to this one. Because we go down through this red on this panel. So down through this red. Then down this yellow. I can't speak for some reason. Down this red. Sorry how my voice is getting loud randomly. Down this yellow. Then we go down this red, well, through this red, through this yellow, come on, through this red, through this orange, sorry, my cat just knocked it over again. Anyways, now we go through this red. Then down this, now down this orange. Then down this red. And then go down this yellow.
Oh.
Down this red. Down this yellow. through this red, through this yellow, that's just my sister's baby on the phone. Then through this red, right here, not there, right here. And then we go through this orange. And then pull it, and then we tie it. Tie it like usual, and I will come back to you when it is done. Now we have cut off our string, and tied it off, cut off our string, and now we are done. Hope you enjoyed. If I didn't explain it that well, you can go ahead and go over to Introverted Ravers tutorial. I will help, they will explain it better. That's how I learned how to do these stars. So, have a good day or night, and I hope you enjoyed.